looking at the second Mon syllabus, we're going to be looking at the Ashi Barai, the advancing foot sweep, and the break fall. Here we're going to look at the break fall, Yoko ukemi, the side break fall. We're going to start by being sat down. So we're going to set ourselves down, and we need to try and make sure there's nothing behind us. We've got plenty of room. So I'm going to tuck my head in. So the last one, we fell straight back. For Yoko ukemi, we're going to fall to one side. So you can see my other side is up. So if I come up, imagine someone's pulling your shoulder back, just the one shoulder and up here. So I'm going to come up and through, heads in, I'm going to fall to one side. Make sure this arm is down by your hips here and that your arm is out. You're not putting your elbow up. This is a really bad thing to do because then you're putting all the pressure on your elbow. And if you're hitting the ball it out here, so from there, if I'm hitting it up there, I've got a big gap here. If it's a big break fall, I might find that stretches much more than I'm capable of doing, and I could easily pull something. So you want to make sure this arm lands here, head tucked in. So a Yoko ukemi, so you can see here, imagine someone's pulling you to one side and through. I come up, someone's pulling you to one side and through. Someone's pulling you to one side and through. Someone's pulling you to one side and through. I'm now going to go to squatting, so I do exactly the same thing. I tuck my head in, I fall predominantly to one side, and fall up here. I fall into one side and fall up here. So when I'm doing this one, you'll notice how I'm falling. I'm going back and staying crunched up here. So now I'm ready, I'm guarded for anyone trying to do floor work here. So I've got my legs ready to push away, hands ready to stop them from coming in, and they can't get straight into my chest where they want to pin me. I'm here. So when I'm doing a side break fall, it won't always just fall flat like this. I'll often come into that crunch position, ready for having been thrown and being ready to be going into groundwork. So fall to one side and through, and then the other side, head tucked in and through. Make sure you've got something soft to land on here and fall through and through here. One more each side. I fall across, I'm guarded, I'm protecting myself. Fall through here, I'm guarded, protect myself. So now we do it from standing. So you might not see all of me here, so don't worry. Head goes in. Now, the leg, I'm going to fall to my right hand side, so I'm going to push my right leg across. So as you can see here, I'm not going to fall back because you can't see, because otherwise I'll go into the wall and you won't be able to see me. But my right leg will go across and I'll fall back towards my right side. My right leg will go across and I'll fall to my right side. On the left, I'll take my left leg across and fall to my left. So we'll do it from here. I'll take my right leg across and then I'm going to fall towards that right hand side. Again, I'm all covered up. I'm going to turn myself around. So now I'm going to take my left leg across, fall towards my left side, just collapse down. So I'm landing, not on my bum, but more the side of my hip here. So take my right leg across, and go fall back, and come in, left leg across, fall back, left leg across, fall back, and then other leg across, and fall back. And that's how you do Yoko ukemi, your side break falls. We're now going to go on to Ashi Barai, the throw part. Here we're going to be looking at Ashi Barai. Now I've got my person. So from here, I was just going to put his other leg forwards. Don't worry too much about doing it with a person. Go through it and go through the other bits first. This is just so you can see what we're trying to create. From here, I'm going to step back, drawing them as they come back through that leg. Now I'm going to sweep that Ashi Barai here as he goes through. From here, leg force me, dude. Sit, I'm going to step back, pulling them towards me as they lift that leg. Now I'm going to push my leg across, remember. I tuck my elbow in and drive my other arm over. I'm through here. There's your Ashi Barai. Ashi Barai is an advancing foot sweep. In this video, we're going to be using a tennis ball, a belt, a gi top, and a stick or a broom. Okay, so a broom will work absolutely fine, a stick's fine too. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be looking at the foot part of Ashi Barai first. So a real simple one here is just have a ball on the floor, and all we're going to do from here is we're going to take one foot, push it across and back. So we're looking just to go here, push across and back. Now, you could do it with the instep of your foot and I pass it like a football here, but what I'm wanting to look to do is to come and cup it more at the end. So you can see my foot here is more big toe up, little toe down, rather than being flat the foot down. So here, and I'm hitting it with the bottom part, the soft part of my foot here. So as I do it, I push across and through. See here, I push across and through, and then leave my foot out here. I don't want to just whip it back. I want to push it out to make sure I'm keeping that person off posture. Here, I want to push, but not just do this flicking from the knee. I want to go right from the hip, push across and through. So go and get that tennis ball. Let's do 5 on each foot. Ready? So push across. 1, hit against a wall or to someone. Knee. San, so I'm keeping this leg strong. Sheet, push across, and 1 more. Go. And then change round, do it on the other foot. I'm just going to do it on the other wall so you can see me. So I'm going to push across here and make sure I leave that foot out. So with my upper body, I'll do a little bit of a lean away from the foot. So I'm using my left foot, so I lean towards my left side. So I'm leaning away from that foot so I can hold this position there. You ready? Let's do 5 on this side. Hitch and come back. Knee. San. Through. Sheet. So push and then turn that foot up. And 1 more. Go. And through. So we can use the exact same thing, but using it with a pole here. So you think about pushing here. And think about pushing here. This time with the pole, I'm going to step back. So I'm going to step my foot back, then sweep here. So I'm going to put the pole just a little bit towards me. So I'm pretending I'm grabbing hold of someone. I'm going to step back. As soon as my foot hits the ground, my other foot's going to come up and push that one across. So I've got hold here. I pull my partner forwards. So have this stick pointing like being in line with your back foot. I'm going to step back, land, and then push that across. And you can see here, I want to keep that leg out. So if I just go here, the leg will come back. So I'll push them away, and it will just come more like a stumble for that person. So they'll be here, get their foot swept, but then they'll be able to pull it back. If you keep it out there and using the arm movement with the jaw, you'll find that then you're getting them over. So have this stick. Again, if you haven't got a stick, you could just use the ball. Just step back. So imagine you're pulling and push that leg across. So let's do it with a ball first, and then we can move on to sticks. This is just lots of different ways you can practice this diashi. Step back, push. Okay? Step back, push. So I'm trying to get like this sort of motion as I'm doing it, so that ball is in line with my foot. Step back and push. So I'm getting it all working together. Remember, I'm pulling this one here, up and through with my foot. 1 more. Step back, push. Go the other leg, and you see it from the other angle. So I've got the ball in line with my back foot. I step back, push. Front foot forwards, back leg with the ball next to it. Step back, push. From here, step back, push across. And 1 more. Step back, push across. So now we can leave the tennis ball to one side. And now we're going to take our pole. So again, have the pole next to the back foot. So I'm going to step back, sweep here, keeping that foot out and keeping the pole out there, rather than me just going here and it comes back. I want to pull back, push this foot up strong. You see my leg's near enough straight. It's not quite straight, but it's not doing this. Here, just there. So foot here, step back, push, step back, push. Have it a little bit away from your foot, so you've got to actually move it towards the object, and try and make sure you're pushing rather than kicking the stick. From here, back, push, here, ready to count. Itch, come back, knee, san, sheet, go, and 1 more, rock. Good, other foot. So have it in line with the back foot, step back and sweep. Here, Ashi Barai, back and sweep. Knee, in line with the back foot. San, sheet, go, rock, sit, and Ash, and sweeping it across. So there's two real simple practices of Ashi Barai with a stick and a pole. Real simple, straightforward. We're now going to go to the gi or the belt. It doesn't matter which one. You can use both if you want to change up the routine a little bit, but this is how it's going to work. So I'm grabbing lapel and I'm grabbing elbow here. So now what I'm going to do is as I step back, I'm going to push the elbow hand in across and steer the other hand the other way. But I'm trying to maintain that. I'm trying to maintain that tension in what I'm doing. So from here, I'm grabbing, I'm stepping back, pushing the elbow across and through. So I'm trying to take the elbow onto their belly button. Other hand is going up and over their head. So I step back, through. I step back, through, and keep that tension. Step back and through. As I do that, I now step back and sweep. Come back, step back, sweep, and keep that tension. Step back and sweep. So what I'm not doing is just going here, not using my top hand or just using my top hand. I'm trying to make sure that I'm using both hands to keep the tension, to keep this belt tight. Step back and sweep. Step back and sweep. 3 more. Step back and sweep. Step back and sweep. And through 1 more. Step back and sweep. Now change around on the other side. So I've got my other leg forward. I step back. This hand, the elbow one towards the back leg, is going to tuck into the belly button. Other hand's going to push across. As I do that, I sweep here. As I come in, I pull and I sweep as I go in. I step back and I sweep. So you're sweeping the elbow side leg. So I'm grabbing hold of this elbow, so I'm sweeping this leg and out. Step back, sweep. Step back and sweep. Step back and sweep. Keep that tension in the belt. And 1 more. Step back and sweep. So now if we try it with the gi, here I've got elbow and I've got lapel. So I'm going to get myself set up. So I'm going to pull back. So from here, I've got my lapel leg forwards, okay? My lapel leg forwards. I'm going to step back, and as I tuck in this elbow towards the belly button of the gi, I'm going to sweep, or to the middle of the gi, keeping that tension. So I'm here, drawing a circle, driving that car. Step back, sweep here. So this lapel hand is pushing across. The elbow hand is pushing in. Legs going across, and I'm putting my weight, as you can see here, across there, so I can keep that leg out through. So then if I'm over here, I'm going to find that I fall over. So I'm trying to counterbalance my body, being like this here. So grab hold of your gi, ready? So lapel side, that leg forwards, step back, sweep, drawing the elbow in. Ready? Step back, sweep, drawing the elbow in. Step back, sweep, drawing the elbow in. If you have got a wall there, it's a handy marker. Be like a good step away from it. Now when I step back, I'm going to push in. I'm going to push my foot all the way towards that wall without kicking the wall, okay? So from here, step back, have that control, through. Here, step back, and through. Step back, and through. 1 more, step back, and through. Change the grips. So I'm going to do it from this angle now. So I've got elbow, lapel. My lapel leg goes forwards. My elbow hand here. I'm going to step back, sweep, across. I step back, sweep and cross. Trying to make sure I'm drawing this lapel hand up and tucking this elbow sleeve or this sleeve in from the elbow here and through. Step back and through. Step back and through. Step back and through. And step back and through. Do 3 more. Step back and sweep. Step back and sweep. 1 more. Step back and sweep. And then, like I said, if you're a fair distance from a wall, but you can use that as a guide to step back, I sweep, push my foot to the wall. I step back, I sweep, tucking it in towards the wall. Drive these arms, make sure there's tension in these arms, tension all the way down to the toes. 3 more. Hitch, knee, san. 1 more, sheep. Good. So now we're going to mix these two, the arms and the legs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, I think the gi's, personally I think the gi's better. It's up to you if you want the gi or the belt. I'm going to have my ball there. So from here, Let's set ourselves up. So now we're going to do the draw as we sweep the ball. So I'm going to put my back leg next to the ball. Okay, I'm going to put my other leg forwards from the ball. So now this back leg needs to be the elbow grip. So I'm going to grab the sleeve on this side. My other hand's going to go in, grab hold of the lapel. So from here, I step back, sweep, draw, and there's my sweep. Set myself back up. From here, step back, sweep and draw, and step back in. Step back, draw my arms. As I'm doing that, I'm sweeping with my leg, pushing my leg out, trying to kick that ball across. From here, step back and sweep. Step back and sweep. Oh, I kicked it too hard that time. From here, step back, sweep. Do 3 more. Where's that ball gone? Step back and sweep. 1. Step back and sweep. 2. Try and keep pushing that leg out. Don't let that leg hang down. 1 more on this side. From here. And san. So let's try the other side. With all of these exercises, stop and pause them and go back over them. Don't just do the reps I'm doing, do more and go through. This is just a quick overview of what you need to be doing. So, to get the ball, one leg, the ball is by the back leg. From here, grab hold of the sleeve on the ball side, and then the other hand comes in, grabs hold of the lapel. So I step back, sweep and draw. From here, step back, sweep, draw. Come back, so back, lift, push this arm across, tuck the elbow in, I'm keeping that tension, sweep and keep that foot out. From here, right, let's do count, 5 to go. Hitch, knee, san, sheep. Remember that my knee was a bit bent there, keep it a bit straighter. Go, then through. So one final way we can do this one now, I'm going to get rid of the ball, is I'm going to get my broom or my stick. I'm going to put my gi on top of the stick. So now I've got a very thin person. From here, one foot right next to the stick or the broom. Other foot forwards. Now grab hold of the elbow side and the lapel. So the elbow side on the back foot, I step back, push, and then I bring myself back. Okay, so from here, I step back, I'm going to drive my arms in a circle so the elbow's going across towards, across my body here, and as I do that, I sweep here, yeah? So from here, set yourself up, lapel, elbow, step back, sweep. With the stick, it's quite handy because it's making me keep my foot out. So you can see on this next one, so I set myself up, back foot next to the pole, elbow side on grabbing on that back foot, other foot forward, step back, and I sweep, and I've got to keep that foot out to keep that pole away from me. So don't just kick it. Right, let's do 5 from here. Ready? Back foot next to the pole. Itch, come back. It's a little bit messy this one, but it makes you do all the right movements. So do all the other ones before. Here. Knee. Here. And through. San. Sheep. One more. I'm going to change sides. And go. And through, change sides. So as I say, stop and pause the video, go back through these more, or do them as a little circuit, set the ball up, the gi up, the stick up, and then the gi and the ball, etc. So get your stance, make sure your back foot's next to the pole. That side I grab hold of the sleeve, other side I grab hold of the lapel. I step back, push across, and come up. From here, I step back, push across. There's my Ashi Barai, that advancing foot sweep, because they're advancing towards you. From here, step back, tuck the sleeve towards the belly button, and here I'm keeping that strong posture. This is really good because this stick is not going to hold me up. So I've got nothing to help me stay standing. If I hit the floor, it's going to be because I've not got the right posture, I've not got the right tensions. So this really makes sure your throws, so although it's not great, it's not being done on a person, and I'll show you it being done on a person again in a minute, it shows you what you should and shouldn't be doing in your body. So it shows you, are you stable, basically. So from here, step back, through. So you see I can counterbalance, I can hold that position for a few seconds there, and then I'm moving. So I make sure those tensions are there. Right, 5 to go. From here, edge, make sure, get your stance, your back foot's next to the pole. Knee, and back. Stand, push that elbow across. You can't really see it on there, but I was. Sheet, tuck that elbow in. There, you can see it go across. One more for Ashi. Ready, step back and go. And there's my Ashi Barai. So that's the second Mon throw of Ashi Barai. So looking at this part, now you've done all the practices, this is how it will connect to working with a person. So the other person's there, so your Ashi Barai, step back, through, sweep, and through. Okay, good control there. From here, get your right leg forwards. From here, I step back, I pull here, his foot comes up, sweep, and through. And there's my Ashi Barai. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I'll see you for the next one.